This is Mayor Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes from our June 1st Auburn City Council meeting. During the Committee of the Whole last night, the City Council began by appointing Mr. Brad Martin to the Indian Pines Recreation Authority. We appreciate Brad wanting to be a part of this organization. This is an authority that there's 2 members from the City of Opelika. They're appointed by Opelika City Council, 2 from the City of Auburn and the Auburn City Council, and then the 4 members appoint an at-large person to serve on a 5-member board. We appreciate Brad wanting to be a part of Indian Pines, and we look forward to working with him here in the future, and thank the other members of our community who applied for this position. Then the City Council had a beginning of a long discussion about Cox Road that has been talked about in our community for the last couple of weeks. The City of Auburn has been widening Cox Road here over the better part of the last year, and we're finally reaching the last stages of that where the striping is put on the asphalt. Councilman Dawson, as many of you know, brought up at the last council meeting that he wanted to discuss this at last night's council meeting because he felt like that we were missing the boat, that we were focusing on bike lanes and we should be focusing on a turn lane. And so we added this to our agenda last night and put it on the Committee of the Whole and had a discussion about this. After that discussion was completed, the City Council decided to move forward with putting this on the agenda as a resolution where we would formally vote on this. And so we did that at the end of the agenda. That allowed the public to speak to this project during the citizens' communications on items that are on the agenda. And we had a number of people speak to us last night, and I want to applaud each and every one of them. They did a great job. They were respectful. They were passionate. Their points were well made, and we appreciate everybody taking time from their schedules to come to City Council and participating in their government last night. At the end of the day, as we approach this at the end of the meeting, the City Council continued to discuss this, and ultimately by a 5-3 vote, the City Council did decide to alter the plan for Cox Road, where it will be a north and southbound lane with a turn lane in the middle. So this will take away the bike lanes that were going to be on either side. I would say that this is not unlike a lot of decisions we make. Auburn is rapidly changing as a community. Our needs are rapidly changing, and that certainly goes for road infrastructure. We will continue to evaluate Cox Road as it matures and as more citizens and visitors are driving up and down Cox Road. As the interstate interchange continues to develop, we expect more residential to come to that area in the near future. And if there's an opportunity to change Cox Road for the betterment, whatever that is, you can rest assured the City Council will take that on and the city staff will make those recommendations to us. But for right now, we have made those changes. If you have any comments or questions about that, don't hesitate to contact your City Council representative or certainly contact my office or the City Manager's office. During our regular council meeting last night, we recognized our Employee of the Month, and our employee for the month of June is Laura Ariari from our Information Technology Department, and I'd like to read a short paragraph here, then a memo that was sent by Greg Nelson, our Chief Information Officer, to Meg McGowan, our City Manager. Identifying and implementing new technology is an everyday part of Laura's job. As such, Laura is responsible for the many revolutionary advances in the city. The emergence of drones and regulation thereof has been one such complicated but impactful solution. Working with Auburn University to manage a graduate fellowship program, she makes accessible to the city even more novel technology. So we appreciate everything that Laura is doing on behalf of the city, and thank you for her good work, and we're proud to recognize her as our Employee of the Month. We had a number of other service awards. I'll read through these names very quickly. David Baker, Freddie Tate, Dan Crowdis, Chris Stokes, Krista Weldon, David Larkin, Linda Givens, and Billy Jackson. Thank you for your great work on behalf of the citizens of Auburn. Each of these employees have worked anywhere from 10 to 25 years. So we appreciate your commitment and dedication to the City of Auburn. As we got into City Manager's communications, we have a board announcement for the Auburn Downtown Redevelopment Authority. There are 3 vacancies. Those appointments will be made at our first meeting in July, which is July the 6th. Under commendations, you'll see on the video that we recognized Auburn City Schools Teachers of the Year, the Auburn High School baseball team for winning the 2021 state championship. 2 Auburn High School golfers, our men's and women's golfer, who were the low medalists at the 2021 Alabama State Golf Championship, and then Mr. Trey Reynolds, Auburn High School track team, who won the state championship in the 110 hurdles. Congratulations to all of our teachers and athletes for representing your community well and serving our citizens and our students well each and every day. So thank you to all of them. We approved an alcohol beverage license for Amsterdam Cafe. This is their new location located at 540 Duval Drive, Suite 103 in the Research and Technology Park. City Council approved a tax abatement for Straley and Hess at the Auburn Technology Park South. They are making about a $3.6 million investment, capital investment into their plant and hiring 12 new employees. We're grateful for their expansion here in our city, grateful for those new employees that will have great jobs, and we appreciate Straley and Hess doing business in Auburn. City Council approved a contract with AlDOT for preliminary engineering, right-of-way, and construction agreement for the Roundabout at Wire Road and Cox Road. City Council approved a contract with Thompson Engineering for professional services for the project of resurfacing, widening, traffic signals, and drainage improvements at South College Street, Samford Avenue, Gay Street. This is $600,000 professional services agreement with Thompson. City Council approved a contract with Communications International for reprogramming all the public safety radios, and this will actually allow us to continue to communicate with the City of Opelika's Police Department, Lee County Sheriff's Department as well. We approved the reassignment of a commercial development agreement from Orange Holding Company 1 to Orange Auburn 3. We approved a professional governmental affairs representation service with Bradley Arant, Bolt & Cummings. This is to hire Bradley to represent the City of Auburn for federal decisions, federal grants, primarily in Washington, and we look forward to working with Bradley, and they've already been able to deliver for the City of Auburn here in just a short time. We approved our new contract with Alabama High School Athletic Association that includes the Auburn-Opelika Tourism Bureau and the City of Opelika to host the Alabama High School Athletic Association Super 7 football championships. We've been doing this now for about 12 years. This is a new 12-year agreement that will include the cities of Tuscaloosa and Birmingham. The City of Auburn and the City of Opelika will host the Super 7 in 2022, 2026, 2028, and 2032. And this is the new contract the City Council approved last night. In ordinances last night, the City Council approved the annexations, rezoning, and conditional use for all the property that Buc-ee's will be developed on at Exit 50 here in Auburn. We're very excited about Buc-ee's again. At the last meeting, we approved the development agreement, and this is all the land uses and the conditional use. City Council also approved an annexation with Michael Allen Homes for approximately 13.2 acres. This property is located at Lee Road 51, Chadwick Lane. City Council approved a change of speed limit on North College Street from 45 miles an hour to 40 miles an hour, and this is from Drake Avenue to Shelton Mill Road. We did study this recently, and the study did indicate that lowering the speed limit was the right decision for our city, and we'll continue to look at this road in the future. I want to commend Councilman Kelly Griswold and Councilwoman Beth Witten, who have been concerned about this for a while now, and both of their wards border North College Street. They've been advocating for this, and we finally got that approved last night after a study. And then finally, Parker Lewis, on behalf of GAL Owner, which represents Capital Partners LLC, the City Council approved a 6-month extension to conditional use for commercial entertainment use, which would be the Graduate Hotel located at 202 West Magnolia Avenue. And other agenda items, I want to thank everybody in our community, I want to thank everybody in our community for participating in Monday's Memorial Day service. It was a beautiful morning and an outstanding service. I want to thank Leah Stewart for singing the national anthem and God Bless America, Dan Drummond again for playing Amazing Grace on the bagpipes, Nathan Landers for performing taps for us. I want to thank Dr. James Whitty for being our speaker, and he also received the award as the Distinguished Veteran for this year. I want to thank Robin Westbrook from the Veterans Committee for helping us organize all this, and all of our staff here at the City of Auburn who make this a special event. We hope that we get to have our breakfast for Memorial Day 2022, but we had a great time this past Monday. And later on that afternoon on Memorial Day, a local young man who grew up here in Auburn and is now playing collegiate golf at Clemson University won the NCAA Men's Individual Championship. And Turk Pettit, we are very proud of you, and congratulations for being a national champion and representing the City of Auburn in your career. I want to remind everybody that the portal is open for you to sign up for Auburn 2040. All of the information about the teams is located on the city's website. Remember, this is a citizen-led, staff-supported effort to provide a strategic plan for Auburn's next 20 years. So we encourage everybody to sign up. Remember, if you signed up last year, in 2020, right when the COVID outbreak happened and we had to delay Auburn 2040. We're asking you to do that again this year. So please sign up and join us. This will be about a 3-month commitment of time, but it'll be so worth it as you get an opportunity to sit at the table and help plan for Auburn's future. This is Ron Anders with the Mayor's Minutes from our June 1st Auburn City Council meeting. Have a great week.